Okay, so this was a video idea that I didn't really plan out. I just kind of went on a train of thought and decided that this would probably be something I'd want to tell the community. I'm sorry for any poor formatting, that's just what you're going to get in this channel. Right, to get to the point though, I strongly believe that Freddy's theorizing isn't as fun anymore, and I think I know why. It's not because this series is getting more complicated like a lot of other people say. I think the reason why Freddy's feels less fun is because of YouTube, honestly. I just look back and I've been watching a lot of Dorko videos, early Dorko videos recently, and I've been going through all his earlier theories, and they were really enjoyable to me to watch. A lot of them I didn't believe, there were fun ideas just thrown out there. And I look back on the community, and when I think about the community state at the time, that was really common. A lot of people throwing out all these ideas in different directions, they've got all these different interpretations, and they were just having fun. They were just sharing thoughts that they may or may not have even believed. It was just fun in the community, and at some point that changed. Nowadays, if you want to make a theory video, if you want to share your ideas, you can't just have fun with it. Instead, you have to make a case. It's no longer about just sharing ideas, but instead proving your ideas. Everything these days has to be proven, it has to be fact-checked. You're always convincing people that you're right and that everyone else is wrong. And I think that's really tearing the community apart. I've been trying to plan a theory videos for a while now, but I've never made any, because I always felt like I had to prove my ideas. It always felt like I needed to make sure I didn't sound stupid. But I look back at the older times and people didn't care about that. It wasn't about whether you looked smart or stupid, it wasn't about whether you were right or wrong. It wasn't about if you had all this evidence backing you or anything. It was just about sharing your interpretations, sharing thoughts you might have had, and seeing what came of it. And I thought, what happened? Why did that change? And I think I know why. And I think it's because of YouTube. On YouTube, you have all these YouTubers giving their theories, but it's not just ideas that do well. No, if you ask any YouTuber on what makes a video get clicks, they'll always say, not any YouTuber, any theorist YouTuber of how to make their videos get so many clicks, it's always about the confidence. They always have to have this confidence that they're right, and evidence to back up why they're confident. Everyone needs to frame themselves as correct, and as to be the one definitive answer to the timeline. That's what they need to do to get clicks on their videos. And sure, it's probably been like that on YouTube for quite a while. But I feel like when every content creator is doing this, it stops being something that's exclusive to YouTube, and it starts being something that spreads. People see these videos and suddenly they are now drawing inspiration from how those videos are framed to frame their own ideas. They see these YouTubers so confident in their theories with all this evidence back, yet so sure they're correct, and so sure that everyone else is wrong, that they assume that that's how you approach theorizing. That theorizing in the community is about proving yourself right. And because of that, well, the reasoning changed. It started being exactly that. It started being about proving yourself, and not about just having fun with it. It's not about looking into silly little details and see if they mean anything. It's not about going in these massive long tangent videos that are like really ridiculous but kind of funny to think about. You have to be right nowadays. People don't care about if you're having fun. People don't care if you're throwing out something new. They don't want something new. They want a clear-cut story that they think is definitively correct. And so that's all we get now. That's all there is. The fun ideas just feel like they don't exist anymore, or if they do, they're in channels so small that you don't see them anymore. Because of course, as I said before, those videos don't get views. They aren't what pay the YouTubers. YouTubers only get paid for the amount of views they get. So they of course need to take these actions. I can't blame the YouTubers. They're doing what they have to get paid. That's what I'm trying to point out here. It's not that I'm blaming them. I see why they do it. Instead, it's more in the algorithm, I think. The algorithm's the fault here. And because these YouTubers are the major influencers in the space, they influence everyone else and are thinking about the same way. In a way, everyone is trying to appease an algorithm. Even if they don't know it, even if they're not on YouTube, that thought process extends. Because these influencers influence people and are thinking about it in that way. Look, I'm sorry that this video is just so poorly formatted. It's so unplanned. This is something I was thinking about when trying to write a video of my own. And I'm thinking, I always thought it was fun to theorize with Five Nights at Freddy's, but suddenly, when I try and make a video on it, it's suddenly significantly less enjoyable. I suddenly have to think about so many factors I didn't think about before. I can't just share my ideas in a way that's enjoyable. You can't do that on YouTube. You can't do that in the modern Five Nights at Freddy's space at all. You can't even make a Reddit post. People will laugh at you for coming up with silly theories. You actively get shamed in the Five Nights at Freddy's community if you try and do anything that's not proving yourself correct. Even people with alternate universes that make it clear that what they're doing is an alternate universe, I see in their comment sections, people are still making fun of them for not getting a lot accurate when it was never even supposed to be accurate in the first place. Alternate universe. Where did the joy go? I want YouTube to be fun again. I want theorizing in the community to be fun again. I theorize on my own and with my friends, and that's fine, that's fun. But I just wish that some of this could be shared to people without it being hateful. I wish some of these ideas could be shared without people immediately going, well, that's obviously, well, you're completely wrong because X thing implies otherwise, even though in Five Nights at Freddy's, nothing's confirmed, and X thing doesn't confirm anything anyways. It's like, I think I've made my point. I hope I've made my point here. I've been having a lot less fun in the community. I've been having a lot less fun on YouTube than past me would have been expecting years ago. So I'm going to be the change that I want to see. If you're watching this content, if you're watching my channel, do expect that I will be making theory videos that are full of fun ideas. I'm probably not even going to frame those theories. I'm going to come up with a new name for them because I don't want them to be seen in the same bubble as the theory content. Okay, I'm in editing and I want to call out something that I kind of noticed watching this video. It kind of felt like I was getting mad at the idea of you needing to have evidence for your theories. That's not true at all. I'm not saying there's an issue with trying to find the answer. Of course, that's normal. That's fine. That's not the problem I'm having. That's not what I'm complaining about. The point I'm trying to make here is that that's all that's allowed in the community space. Like, you're not allowed to have headcanons, you're not allowed to have alternate universes, you're not allowed to do anything that isn't just finding the answer. I'm not saying that it's wrong to I'm not saying it's wrong to want people to give evidence for their thoughts. That is not what I'm saying in this video. I'm just saying that any for fun thing in this franchise is gone. I haven't seen anything just for fun these days, and anytime I have seen it, it's always been shamed in the comment sections. People are actively shaming anyone who's just trying to have fun with the series. So what I'm trying to say is that I want the community to be more open with the content that they allow. I don't like the community who's strictly, we must find the answer and we must have undeniable evidence for everything. Because in Five Nights at Freddy's, there's very little undeniable evidence, right? There's so much layers of ambiguity over everything. Plus, there's a lot of areas where there just isn't any evidence for. There's so many plot points in this series, you just kind of have to fill in the blanks yourself. And even aside from that, even ignoring the main story, as I said, things like alternate universes and original stories, even that content I have seen shamed in the modern community, and I don't like that. That's what I don't like. I don't want the current idea of theorizing to try and find the answers to be gone, because obviously you need to look for the answers to understand the story. That makes sense. I just want those fun things back. I'll see you next time for when I start doing more fun videos.